Hey guys, welcome to the live. So today is way later than usual. I was doubting if I was gonna even come. I was like enjoying skating, but somehow I injured my foot. Looking like at first I felt like it might be broken because it's like very swollen and it hurts just walking, just standing. But yeah, and then I was like, I was still enjoying. I still didn't want to stay at home, and I wake up also way later than usual. And yesterday I went on a run, and I don't know what happened. I think it seems like I would think it's like a break my foot because it really hurts. But from yesterday not skating, I felt it, and to be honest, I didn't enjoy it. Like, it was cool, but skating is something I really like. And I'm watching a girl, she's Lebanese, and like, she's like, you should skate because we enjoy it, not just to do new tricks. And me personally, I always do 2 times every drop that I did, every trick that I did. And I be feeling sometimes that I do really enjoy it, but sometimes I feel like I'm forcing myself to do something that not necessarily I want to. And I was debating go out skate or train first, and will my train jeopardize like the fun that I have on skating, right? Because I'll be so heavy. But I always feel like God calls me to go here and do the trains, and that's the priority because I had days that I went only skating and I felt like I didn't do it right, that I needed to train. That's the priority. And just doing pull-ups, I don't know, my heart beats better, I breathe better. Like, to be honest, the endorphins that it gives me training makes my day way better. While if I don't train, everything seems so boring, you know what I mean? Like meaningless. So I'm gonna train, and yeah, let's see how it goes. Playing Infinitive Castle. I don't know what game that is, but okay, that's cool. I have to check that shit out. So yeah, let's go then. Let's go. I don't even know what I'm gonna do, if it's gonna be freestyle or not, but I'm for sure when I go skating, even though my foot is bad and hopefully it doesn't get worse, which is too much to ask because you should rest, if your foot be all swollen for some reason. But I really want to skate, and skating does make my day. I didn't bought my bodyboards. Something tells me it might be a mistake. I might have to go back there, and hopefully tomorrow I don't wake up my foot is like way worse. What's up? How y'all doing? Let's go. Running, I don't know if it was from the fall, but my foot, bro, is incredibly swollen. It hurts, and I was like, no, bro, I cannot have an injury that doesn't let me skate. That's a no-go to me. It's not even skating, just walking hurts, bro. I was about to stay in my house. I was like, I'm gonna stay in my house. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do a water fasting, heal myself, and tomorrow I'm good. But I just haven't feeling like doing that. Going out to a fruitarian diet where I only be eating fruits, it's a lot of wine. I'll only be eating fruits and cashews. I just have so much energy that it's like it never makes sense to stay stuck in my house and I can just enjoy myself. And that's something I'm trying to learn too. To try to enjoy myself instead of being performance, because I realize we are living for it. Like we are living for each other. You live for yourself, right? The best thing is to have fun and live a life you enjoy, right? You don't know how many days we have left. So yeah, it's just like live for myself, you know what I mean? I'll be trying to do that more. Let's go. Wow. Definitely feeling the hype. And I knew it's like, I knew I would. It's just my foot, you know. And even yesterday I felt like I'm going to run. That way I recover better. But I only felt from that was a waste of my time. Because I prefer way more skating. Like skating, just vibing, it feels so much better, you know. And I don't know, I just like it. But I also have to learn, just like in training, to skate for fun and do what I want to do instead of always being in my head and being like, oh, if I don't do these drops that are super hard and scary, I'm gonna lose the capability, you know. And that to me is a wrong mind frame, because it's like you should really do what you enjoy. Definitely I had to enjoy myself doing the drops, but not always. Sometimes we forced, and that's what I'm trying to not to do, you know. Just do if really I feel it. Just do the exercise that I really feel like doing and letting go. Let's go to the chin up. My only fear is really my foot. I'm only afraid that tomorrow my foot is even worse. It hurt me just walking, standing up in the morning, you know. So I don't even know how it happened. I think it was a mix from skating and maybe the running or the back rows that I get a jump and it has impact. I don't know. It's like it feels amazing. The tension that you build, it feels amazing. But what happened yesterday too, let me breathe. What happened yesterday too is, because I just did a 1.5 run from kilometers instead of skating, which I usually do way more, I feel like skating extend myself and makes my body loose. And yesterday, from only training, I got my body tight, and even the running didn't do justice. Plus, things that happen there, haters and stuff like that. But yeah, I feel like skating and bodyboarding too. It loosens me up, makes me enjoy life. Definitely calisthenics is my priority because really was what always made me feel great and took me out of like, a lot of anxiety, depression. So it was working out that made me feel good, feel great, feel powerful. Until this day, it still is. When I don't work out, it might even be 1 or 2 days, I feel weak. I feel like purposeless, no purpose. While I work out, I feel my body getting huge and tight, and it just feels amazing. The endorphins, the dopamine, is something different. Doing this at my pace, enjoying the feeling. I was watching some content creators that I like, and one of them was talking about your problem is that you chase the feeling. Chase the pump, chase the feeling, chase the high, and that's it. But to me, when I feel like I'm living good and enjoying myself, is by chasing the feeling. For example, today I was feeling very mellow. Like, this happens sometimes when I don't train for a while. I feel like very mellow, and things, I don't know, start not making much sense, not seeing much joy. When I train and feel amazing, and then when I train for that pump and doing the exercise that I want to maximum failure, that's when I feel great. So I don't think there's nothing wrong with chasing the feeling. If I didn't chase the feeling, I wouldn't be skating and vibing on the concrete, skating on that concrete. I wouldn't do bodyboard and catch that water. I wouldn't be bodyboarding and enjoy myself on the waves or the ocean, and I wouldn't be training. So I do live for chasing the feeling. If I can feel every day great, that's an accomplishment. I see a lot of things that are put on social media that is all about making people worry all the time. They have all these new theories, and every year is a new theory. I feel like nothing of that matters. You just enjoy your life and not get hooked up on these things, bro. It's useless, you cannot do nothing about it. Let's go. I dream incredibly because I'm loose up. But when I only train, I'm very tense, you know. But that's also like, is what I say. You do these reps a bunch, the maximum you can. You feel like you're breathing more. It's even hard to breathe because you have to put more air into your lungs. Endorphins kick in, dopamine, serotonin. You just feel amazing, kind of peaceful, you know. It feels really good. That's why I always go back to it. Maybe I should start stretching, but let's skate today and see if it like takes off. Hopefully my foot is not killing me tomorrow. You like feel it, the body expanding like a balloon effect. It feels amazing. It feels like you are progressing in life, because real talk, you can chase a lot of things, bro. You can be after that money, be after the parties, be after that girls, and it's normal because, you know, we all, man and woman, we have desires. We are created like that. But there's no growth when it comes to your health, right? When you train, your body is more healthy. You are more capable of doing more, right? You have better performance now. You have more stamina. You have more capabilities to your body, which is the whole temple that you use to, you know, to live. So you always want to be able to do all type of exercises, run, jump, right? Always be vital. And I think it's the most important thing. That's why it's the thing that makes you feel the best, you know, because anything else, it just hits the brain, but it doesn't hit the body. When the body is eating, the body is happy. Your organs is functioning better. Your heart is better and appreciated. You feel like that appreciation for life. You know, I'm really training for myself today, and it's feeling amazing. Like, yeah, bro, I'm glad I'm leaving right now. About it, it's like there's all this series of when things might end, this and that, all these people showing like worrisome, right? The reality that really hit my head. And even watching like a girl that she's a skater too, and she's Lebanese, and like she's talking about how her country is on war and you should appreciate every day. And that hit me, because like You never really know when things might end, right? So the best thing is to enjoy all your days, right? So that's why instead of resting today, I went training again, and I'm gonna skate later, and maybe I'm gonna get my bodyboard. My only problem is my foot, that is injured for sure, but we worry about that tomorrow. What's up, bro? You good? I'm doing good. How you doing? Check my video. I hadn't upload videos much, only here in lives and shorts. Yeah, bro. You know it's hot in here. We start with whole gym pants and jacket. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, bro. Let's go. Working hard, making gains. Let's go. I love doing these 3 sets. There you're gonna see them. But yeah, really put my life into perspective, because we really don't know, you know, things might change. So live every day doing the things that you love. Don't waste your time, you know, because every day should be a joy, even if some days be harder than others. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's definitely not cold, but I remember the winter days, running, like super cold, bro. I never forget one day I was training and everything was collapsing, because out here we had a bunch of storms, and like Genier, which is like our military police, was like checking the points and stuff. They had a different suit. They went there where I was training, and it's like winter hits different, but I feel like it makes you stronger too. Take the winters to get way stronger, you know, because it's that savage atmospheres that you are building the most. That's why Rocky went to the cold training and stuff. The weather is definitely better, and I never bring my bodyboard, because I'll be like, oh, it's too windy, it's too cold. But once we are here, it's not no more, because my body gets heated. So I'm probably gonna go get it there. The reason why I didn't went yesterday is because I felt like I was doing too much, but it felt good. At the same time, I felt like I was missing, because I prefer more to live now instead of being on social media, which it can be great, and there's great content creators that I like, but there's a lot of like other things that pop up that don't matter. It just makes you worry and waste your time. One thing that I want to say too is like, y'all guys tell me that you are from everywhere, right? Different countries, different places. And I just want you to know that I have met both men and women that came here. They are foreigners and I like them. When y'all see me talking negative, it's because some hater pull up and it comes out of me. But I don't have like problems at all. You know, I always gonna have more love for my people because I'll be patriotic like that, but I don't have nothing against it. Just the other day I met an amazing girl and she was from Ukraine, so, and it's not the first time too. It's a beautiful place, you know. If I was in England or the other places, I probably would like to come here. To me, it's just me being a Portuguese, training here, representing my country, my people, and having somebody who is not from here clapping on purpose, knowing that I'm gonna go to the deep part, so he goes first. Then he knows I'm gonna do the pull-up, so he goes there. That's what I don't like. It's like haters. You know, respect the culture. And whatever country you are, if I went to other country, I would respect the people there. And that's what sometimes I flip. But I have nothing against nobody. I know everybody here is from every different places. And I accept everybody. You know? I don't think one life has more value than other. Let me do a big one. I really like to doing those. Medalha muscle-ups on the high end is one of my favorites. Just for how it looks. Something that I learned in the social media, not only myself, but I see others that had associated myself, is sometimes you're saying something, thinking about a person, but who listens from the outside is thinking about them when it isn't, you know. So I always want to clarify that too. Feeling. And this is another thing, like me going for therapy right now. I feel like I have energy every day. Like amazing levels of energy every day. Hold way more right now. And look, I felt like I could do more. You know? Woo! I was thinking, if you were a superhero, what will you be? And I always say like, always Spider-Man from holding, you know, having a good grip. But for real, for my appearance, I will probably build my clothes to like Wolverine, you know what I mean? Big muscles. My hair is like him, like it goes up. Beard. Funny. He's really the best, bro. Once he became Iron, undefeatable, you know what I mean? Undefeatable. Let's go. And this is something else, is like, I'm training right now, but I'm feeling like, oh, maybe I should go skating because I might like miss out. But like, we have the whole day, you know what I mean? Sometimes we worry things that we shouldn't be worrying, just keep going, you know what I mean? My sneakers going off, bro. This is sneakers to skating, but they, oh, I really hurt myself, man. But they really rip all apart. That's why I've been thinking about buying new ones, but like everyone that I have, a little skating and start going down. Damn, what did I do? I think I did too much. Damn, bro. Hopefully this is not another injury. It looks like it though. Another thing is like seam retention. You know, sometimes I touch the topic, but it's deeper. Now I'm getting closer to 4 months, even though it's still 3 months and some days, 100 something days. But like every time that I get to these numbers, 90 plus, my level of energy is ballistics. Like it feels like I always have energy for everything, and if I don't use it, I'm just gonna start feeling like more more like sexual desires and just horny, you know. And it's like that's why I always go train. That's why I always go skate. That's why I go bodyboard, because if I don't, it's much tension on you, you know. You have to use the energy. But guys, if y'all feel like you have no energy, your energy went away, right? I'm telling you, bro, tap into similar attention. After 3 months, it's hard to get there. But after 3 months, you become like a superhuman. Like, your levels of energy don't stall. And I used to think, oh, it's because I was younger. Nah, I'm 28 now. The energy is coming back like never before, you know? And it just tells me it's the practice. If you don't have a lady, or if you, as a lady, you don't have a man, because for women it's good too to do it, practice it, you know? Most people nowadays are sex addicts. It's something that is not talked about, but it's true. And then they prioritize more that than the connection, the relationship. And that should never be. Plus, people self-sabotage. Something that if you just didn't do it, you will pursue it or go further with that. Once you go there and you do that single thing that's not supposed to, that's when you lose desire, you lose interest. You're boycotting yourself. You know, there's a reason why we as men and women are so much more single than in relationships. It's because we've been boycotting. It don't matter if it was pushed to us, which it was, we have to release ourselves from that. Let's go. But I tell you, man, it's my word. Every time I reach more than 3 months on it, levels of energy is not human. I don't know why, but I tell you that I already did this more than 3 months. Yeah, I did 3 times already. Always the same. Let's go. ski, one of my favorite exercises. Change the grip, you feel that different tension. It's definitely hard. It feels amazing. You see my eyes shutting, I'll be tired. And I was just thinking about it, like, I like drops, bro, but it's more because of conquering the fear. Because jumping the rails, and even I learned recently to jump a ramp, and now I want to do the Holly, and I see the kids, bro, jumping stairs, and I'll be like, damn, it has to be like a great feeling for you to be able to use a skate to jump a whole stairs, and they go everywhere, and that's what I like. To be honest, sometimes skating towards here, just going to the park, it feels even better. I just like to cruise. I like to cruise a lot on the skating, going everywhere. The skating park is great, but like sometimes I feel like it's almost like a prison. While if you're going everywhere, it's like you're free and you're like just cruising around with your skates. It's a great feeling. It really is. Like, if you never skate, you don't know what you're missing. And it takes a while to skate. Like, I know that I'm a little bit faster when it comes to physical activities. My brain was never the best, memory and all this study stuff, but physical activities, I'm fast. So, God gives you some talents, even if others you are not as good. People that was there in school with me, they were just, it was easier for them. But looking at me now, I look like this, and they look regular. So accept what is given from God and enhance that. You know what I mean? Is they talk about the talents. He gives you 5 talents, make it 50. Give you 50. God gave me the capacity to have discipline because I just had to study way more just to pass, right? I almost always failing. So then I got the capacity to put that on the push-ups, on the pull-ups, on the reps, and made me grow discipline. But I be telling y'all, I feel like it might be many variables, but fruitarian definitely gives me a lot of energy. Because if I eat other stuff, I need the rest day in the week. And now I don't feel like I need it. And sometimes I even feel like maybe I should take it, but like, I understand when God says that fasting is a sacrifice, because it kind of feels like that, if I had to force it. But when I was eating other stuff, I go so hard that the body needs to recover. So it feels good. And maybe something I just have to go to it, but like, not now, bro. Not with this sun. Not with these waves, not with these vibes, you know what I mean? That's how I feel, because it's not good weather every day, so you have to appreciate it when it comes, you know what I mean? Plus the lady is always a plus. I love training here because beautiful women pull up all the time. But yeah, I definitely notice sometimes that I'm overworking because I'll be doing the pull-ups and then I have like pains, like cramps. But this is also only start happening. Not really. Every time that I used to do like hundreds of pull-ups, I felt that. But now it's more since I started the fruitarian. So I don't know if it's because I'm going way harder or it might be some deficiency. I don't know, to be honest. Woo! Still have this scar here. I like scars, not gonna lie. To me, scars is a plus. It's like you are a warrior if you have scars, you know. I don't mind no scar that I have. I like it. It's like One Piece, right? Crocodile with that big scar is cool, right? Super cool. Luffy with that scar out here is so cool. So scars is cool, bro. Like scars is a warrior. It's a warrior trait. You've been on that jungle, you know what I mean? You've been on that jungle. One more thing is like, I did feel my heart was appreciating me when I went for that run. I feel like if you have heart problems, running is the best thing you can do. And there's different studies showing how it improves your heart health, you know. I prefer skating. Damn, I don't even know if it was from running that I busted my... This was definitely from skating, but was not in skating, right? Because it happened today, and yesterday I didn't skate. So it's probably already was stored, or sometimes when you are in fruitarianism, you feel more of your body, just like when you fast. So maybe it was already there, but I was just ignorant. Probably not though, because I was like, it hurt me walking, and now I have the body heated, so it's not hurting. But let's see later on the day or tomorrow, because I'm still gonna go skate and maybe to the water. Maybe I don't even know if when I say to the water it's like bodyboard or just, but it's just like I used to love taking the swims, but now bodyboarding, like to catch a wave and go in it and swim it is a great feeling, you know. So to me, to have great feelings and just not doing it, it doesn't make sense, you know. So I end up doing it anyway. But because of an interaction that I had with a girl, that things didn't work out for whatever reasons, I felt like I was just doing the most, trying to not think about it, which might have been a mistake, but whatever. But now I'm really like, today I'm here enjoying myself, not trying to just gain or show something new, or you know, a new trick or a new flex, but really enjoy myself through the evolution. And I also took photos, like in the morning my foot was like this and the other was like this, so one was way more like, that's why I thought that I had broken my foot, you know what I mean?
Oh, você tá com a alta.
And one thing that I really like doing this vegetarian diet is like I feel my body, bro. Like I used to like go do my most and I feel the back right after, but now it's like I feel the back, I feel the abs, I feel the arms, my whole body. I feel the activation of every single muscle, you know. You're more aware. That's basically it, you know. And that's why I was doubting the skating, because when I skate and trying to do the most, then I feel like eating other stuff. And to me, first I was like, oh, maybe it's because I want to, you know, just taste other stuff. But then I got that intuition or reflection of like, it might be because your body's too tired, it's too much, so it doesn't satiate it what it's meant to be. You know, as you guys know, I'm Christian, I follow the Bible, and God says for us to eat the fruits, and fruits that comes from seeds. So if he says, it means that that's what it is, you know. It must have been a reason there, and I think it's because that's the path of happiness. Okay. I don't know why. Abs is something that I can do good. Once you go back to, I know that kid. kind of end up knowing everybody once you skate because we all go to the same park. You know what I mean? But yeah, bro voice was undeniable. Like, I didn't notice when he said, I was like, hey, I know who you are. It's hard to know like when is enough, right? To me, enough is when there's exhaustion, but then I'll be afraid that I don't have energy to then skate. I'm gonna do a plank again. Low-key too much tired there. The ending. To me, I always feel when it hits 1 hour, that's enough. Sometimes I feel like going further, but there's another thing. I noticed too that because we're training way later, like, I don't know, it might be on my head, but still want to do cables. To me, lunges is way harder than squats. I guess it's the muscles. It's more trained one side than the other. it's hard when it feels amazing, but you don't have more strength to do it again. You know what I mean? feel like it is enough. I hate to stop. I feel like I have more in me. You know what I mean? It's weird how I like to bird. I just enjoy the feeling of the bird so much. It's really weird because not gonna lie, I don't like to fall on the skates, but I had one time that I fall, ripped my skin open, and it's like, yeah, now I feel like skating, you know. So it's some weird stuff sometimes. I appreciate the hearts. Trying to do like the surpassing David Goggins on the pull-ups, and he said he did, but and shout out to him for that. I just want to state that like half he was just doing this, going here, tuck in, and like that's why I say to y'all, don't focus on the number, focus, don't count reps, make reps count, because in the end of the day, every rep you do is growth, and when you have pace it, you're taking the growth out of it, you know. So the only one that loses is yourself. you know. Have that in mind. Train for yourself, not to show up for others, you know. But that's what I was thinking. It's like, if I come here, bless my body, give my all, and I'm feeling amazing. Life is worth living. Like, if you enjoy, you feel like you're doing the right thing. When I don't, that's that feeling of emptiness, you know. Working out is way more than just growing in the body. It's mental, it's purpose. A lot of people have stated that they will not see much joy, and then they start working out and regain it, because that's the body really asking for it. That's why you have endorphins, serotonin, and dopamine, right? People take substance to do the effect when it's naturally on your body once you put that movement. And that's what really is asking for. You know what I mean? gave my all. I'm gonna try one more set of pull-ups and one set of push-ups, and I'm gonna go. Let's see. Bro, I love when I see like fashion women has somebody that I know is only built that you get like that. I feel attracted but also respect. You know what I mean? Shout out to them. Shout out to all the women who put the work. I'm gonna bounce. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for everybody. Put a like, comment on the chat, on some supportive stuff. See you maybe in the short if I do skating, do a new thing. If not, tomorrow. Bye.